There's a new tool in town, one made specifically for designers, and it is impressive. What makes this new tool impressive? It is not because it is connected to a vast array of interconnected computers in the cloud, making it easy for you to run it via your web browser, even on a tablet. No. It's not even because it integrates easily with existing software such as Revit or Rhino. No, none of that. Neither is it the fact that it is connected to rich data sources of cities across the globe. What makes Forma remarkable is its simplicity. So simple it is that it feels like putting pen to a paper. And then you are oblivious to all the complex, intricate computations that exist behind the scene. This is Autodesk Forma, the remarkable tool that promises to shape the future of AEC. What exactly is Forma? What is Forma? I'll read the definition I made up here. Autodesk Forma is a cloud-based software for early design stages, helping teams collaborate and make data-driven decisions. I know that definition is a bit theoretical and a little bit hard to understand, but I'll make it simpler for you. But before then, why is there a need for a new software in the AEC industry? Why Forma? The AEC industry has changed a lot in recent years, and events in the past few years has even helped to accelerate this change. Projects are getting bigger and more complex. Teams are getting more diverse and more decentralized. For instance, a design studio might have offices in Wellington and Pretoria, two opposite sides of the world. It means as one part of the studio is going to sleep, the other part is waking up. This poses specific challenge to collaboration. And COVID-19 has even helped to amplify this, as more people want to work remotely and still collaborate. In other words, they want to be autonomous but still stay connected. Another point, you see, we are in the era of decision-making based on empirical data. Previously, architects and designers often make decisions based on intuition, based on how they feel. If it feels right, then they put it to paper and then they continue to design it. Right now, stakeholders rely on empirical data and base their decision on such data. A developer doesn't just decide the number of rooms or floors he wants in his new development. Rather, they analyze data based on pedestrian traffic, visibility, and energy conservation possibility. There is the need to collect, analyze, and embed this data earlier on in the design process. Here's also another point: design options. With data-driven decision-making comes the need to generate and visualize multiple design options. For example, there is the need to compare facade option 1 with facade option 2. How do we keep track of all these design options in a logical and structured fashion? Imagine you are a designer tasked with the job of manipulating the data. You are a designer, not a math engineer. Current method of processing this data often required a knowledge of scripting, such as Dynamo or Grasshopper, which are not familiar terrain to most designers, and neither should it be. And so, various software exists that does various things, but there is no unified way of generating and transmitting information between software. And of course, there is AI. How do we integrate AI early on in the design process? In adapting to all these needs, effective collaboration and handling of complex data, connection to a single data source, and the ability to generate and visualize multiple design options, and the ability to leverage AI without scripting options, Autodesk invented Forma. But it's not really an invention. Rather, it is a remix and amalgamation of various existing software. The architecture behind Forma is not entirely new. Autodesk acquired an existing software called SpaceMaker, which already has the ability to allow designers to generate, visualize, optimize, and iterate on early designs. They merged SpaceMaker with another software called Formate. So essentially, Forma is a reworking and merging of SpaceMaker's toolset with Formate. One could argue that this is already a step in the right direction for the AEC industry, as this might indicate that the fragmented software landscape now begins to consolidate. But how well did Autodesk execute this merger? Did they pull it off effectively? What exactly does Forma do? Or what does it promise to do? Forma excels in early design stages. With Forma, designers can now easily generate multiple design options to LOD 100 within minutes. You can extract site information from map and instantly incorporate existing buildings as masked objects. For example, I will search for a famous site in London. The analysis tool in Forma can easily generate real-time design impacts on the environment. And so this tool helps create environmentally conscious designs, make informed decisions to enhance sustainability. Forma allows interoperability between Revit, thereby streamlining the transition between conceptual design and more detailed design. It also supports transfer between tools like Rhino, TestFit, and Shape Divider. This is already a game changer because knowledge of scripting is not involved, which means an average designer can easily begin a design in Forma and transfer it to another software of choice and even back. The true potential of Forma, though, lies in its emerging third-party ecosystem. Think of it like an app store or Google Play Store, whereby all the plugins and solutions necessary for early designs are integrated into a single source. This, of course, creates a streamlined, usable, and visually consistent framework for the entire industry. Forma also incorporates all the power of Formate. Think of Formate as the SketchUp from Autodesk. Think of it as a SketchUp version from Autodesk. And now, Autodesk decided to incorporate all that power with Forma. Certainly, Forma offers a glimpse into the future of the AEC. It streamlines workflows, empowers data-driven decisions, and fosters seamless collaboration, all wrapped up in a friendly user interface. As designers, we all dream of having a tool that can make our work easier and more impactful. Forma feels like a step in the right direction. It removes the technical barriers and lets us focus on what we know how to do best: creating. The future of Forma is exciting with a growing ecosystem of possibilities. But the true power of Forma lies in the community. You see, the ecosystem of any platform is only as strong as the community. As more firms adopt the Forma workflow, hopefully, more apps and solutions will be released into the Forma ecosystem. So let's get talking. Let's share experiences. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the new software, if you have used it or if you hope to use it. And of course, coming to the last point. Now that Autodesk controls everything because everything lives in the cloud, could there be a disadvantage to this?